Welcome back to Quarantine Apologetics, defending the faith while under lockdown. I'm Allan Ruhl. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that is very important. Catholic voting. Catholic voting. Catholics vote, right? Because we're citizens, and a lot of Catholics live in democratic countries. A lot don't, but a lot do. So we get a chance to vote for our leader. Now, unfortunately, because there is no... All right, keep it down. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, since there are no Catholic confessional states out there, there are no Catholic politicians. There's some that are more Catholic than others, but a lot of people, Catholics, like to vote for the more pro-life candidate, and yeah. But question: I was talking with a girl I know in the States, and we talked about this. It is not a sin to vote for a politician who has an anti-Catholic position on something. We don't have Catholic statesmen anymore. We don't have Thomas More. Thomas More has been dead for almost 500 years, so he can't run. Gabriel Garcia Moreno, president of Ecuador, was assassinated by Freemasons outside his cathedral, so he can't run either. This was in 1875. He was probably the last great Catholic statesman. Joseph Demetre, who's the ambassador to St. Petersburg from Sardinia. So the point is, there are no Catholic politicians anymore. Now, some hold certain Catholic positions on certain things. For pro-life, Catholics, we have to be pro-life. We have to oppose abortion. However, I believe we're allowed to vote for a pro-choice candidate if you like them for other things. There are Catholic positions that we can hold that are good for both sides. For example, let's take a look at healthcare. Health insurance is provided by the government through tax dollars, or provided by yourself. Catholics can be on either side of that. Abortion, we have to be pro-life. However, I don't think it's a sin to vote for a pro-choice candidate because even the pro-life candidates, or more pro-life, there's no fully pro-life candidates in Canada or America. Canada or America is what I'm most familiar with. There are no fully pro-life candidates. Like Trump has elected pro-life judges, but if he was truly more life, there is more he could do to stop abortion. Now, it's still, he's doing more than what Clinton would have done or Biden would have done. But still, he's not fully pro-life. All candidates in Canada and America support usury. So therefore, none of them can be Catholic. The idea of charging interest on loans. If they were Catholic, they would ban usury. Sorry. So, what happened is... So, know that it's not a sin to vote for any of the candidates. It's not a sin if you vote for someone who endorses abortion, because we all got to vote strategically. So that's my view. I try as little as possible to share my political views on YouTube and my website. Why? Because it's dedicated to Catholics. Catholics can have certain positions on certain things. There's only a handful of opinions that we need to hold. And no politician in Canada or America, and probably the world, holds all of them completely. There is no Thomas More, or Gabriel Garcia Moreno, or Joseph Demet. They don't exist now. So we have to vote strategically based on other factors. I'm sure I've pissed at least some people off with this video, but that is my view. That's my view. It's basically, if you live in the States and you're a Catholic, you can vote for Democrat or Republican. If you live in Canada and you're Catholic, you can vote for Conservative, Liberal, NDP, or Green Party. And it would not be a sin. All parties support abortion to a certain extent. And all parties support anti-Catholic things like usury and other things too. So, well, what does that mean? That means it's not a sin to vote for a certain person. As I said, I try to avoid politics. I've actually got a lot of political views. I'm really interested in politics, and I'm pretty opinionated about my views. But I also know that as a Catholic, there's a wide range of views you can hold. And unless, Thomas More or Gabriel Garcia Moreno is running, now, it's not a sin. I think there are better candidates than others. It's not a sin to vote for Party X, but in my opinion, there are better parties to vote for. But I'm not going to talk about that because that has nothing to do with my YouTube or my website. I'm sure I pissed off some people here, but that's my view. So that's Catholic voting. Unless we have a perfectly Catholic candidate, like the ones I mentioned, it's not a sin to vote for any of the others. God bless.